Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Foolish Fish Esoteric News with your weekly updates on the worlds of esoteric and occult book publishing and arts and events and paraphernalia. We're starting off this week with news from Black Letter Press, who've announced the pre-sales for a new grimoire, the Enchiridion Leonis, or the Enchiridion of Pope Leon, translated, edited, and introduced by Paul Summers Young, who, of course, did all of those things for the previous grimoires that the Black Letter Press company have produced in the past. So I think that that's going to be quite nice. I mean, that's going to be. I'm not sure if that's going to complete the series of Bibliothèque Bleue grimoires from Black Letter Press, but that's certainly going to make quite a nice bundle by now. It's going to look really nice next to the others in that series. If we just show more here and scroll down to see Le Petit Albert. So it's really nice to see that they've kept that same style, that same look. The black pullet, same thing with that same frame around the book, and the red dragon, of course. So yeah, it's going to be quite a nice collection. Yeah, great stuff. Looking forward to that. Okay, moving on to news from Theon Publishing, who have opened pre-orders for the Vodou Quantum Leap. So this is a new tribute edition, featuring an exclusive foreword by David Beth, of course. The details of the various editions are there for us to see, and it seems like there are only 3 left of the Ulrich edition, so they go very fast. They always do, of course. But yeah, we can already see that the cloth hardcover edition, which is presumably the edition that most people are going to go for, is going to be bound in purple, brillianta fine cloth. Black embossing, lettering on spine, headbands, ribbon, limited to 522 copies only. So yeah, probably a good idea to get your orders in quite soon if you're wanting to secure a copy. And then staying with news from Theon Publishing, of course, the Infernal Masque. There was an update, quite recently, saying that the Ulrich editions are all sold out, and yes, naturally, those pre-orders are still ongoing through Theon Publishing, in case any of you missed that. Okay, so it's right here. Yeah. Moving on to news from, well, actually, before we talk about the True Grimoire. No, let's talk about the True Grimoire first. Scarlet Imprint have now shipped the pre-ordered copies of the True Grimoire, and they've also shared these beautiful pictures of both the standard hardcover and the new paperback. You know that the previous paperback was red. They had made it in this. The idea was that all 5 volumes. Is that the right way to say it? Because there are three books, but 2 of the books are in 2 volumes. So all 5 volumes of this Encyclopedia Goetica by Jake Stratton-Kent were all read. So I'm hoping that this is good news, and that this is going to be the start of a new edition for all 3 of the books in the Encyclopedia Goetica. Certainly having this volume 1 so prominently on the cover really gives me hope. I'm really crossing my fingers. I really want a standard hardcover of Geosophia, and I'm really crossing my fingers that this is going to happen. Let me show you a couple of pictures of this standard hardcover. There it is with the dust cover on, and you can see kind of the texture on it. It looks so beautiful, and of course here it is without the the jacket on, and then this is what the paperback is going to look like, and you can see that it's kind of textured a little bit like, I don't know, maybe a little bit like leather. Yes, Scarlet Imprints paperbacks are invariably beautiful, beautiful works, and yeah, and here it is, the standard hardcover with the dust cover taken off. I'm afraid I don't remember the name of the entity whose sigil this is. All I know is that it appears in the first few pages of the book. Yeah, here are a couple more pictures. It's just can't wait. My copy is on its way, and I'm very, very excited. And of course, this comes on the back of disastrous news. Really very, very concerning news. Jake Stratton-Kent is in hospital. Jake Stratton-Kent has suffered a stroke, apparently a very, very bad stroke. And now, if ever, is the time to sign up to his Patreon. If you can help at all, certainly his family and his partner would be very, very grateful for some financial support right now. I've signed up myself. I'll leave details to his Patreon down below. Very, very worrying news, and we wish you all the best, Jake. We all know that you're a fighter, and that you'll get through this one way or another. But yeah, so sorry to hear of such worrying news. Okay, wishing you all the best. Let's move on to news from Hadean Press, and a new guide to the underworld, which I've talked to you about in the past, of course, but it's now available to buy. And it's the orations from the Summa Sacra Magicae, translated with commentary by Brian Johnson. You can buy it either as a very small paperback, or you can buy the electronic edition, the EPUB edition, for even less, £1.50, and this is getting quite a lot of attention. Naming the Heavens presents a series of prayers and ritual inscriptions addressed to the spirits of the heavenly bodies and facilitated via the invocation of those names, by which the hours, days, months, and signs are called in each season of the year, intended to secure for oneself general protection and good fortune in any undertaking, be it sorcerous or mundane. Yeah, looks really, really cool. It is so cool, in fact, that it seems to have its own trailer. I'll leave the link down below so that you can check that trailer out for yourselves on Hadean Press's own YouTube channel. Go and check that out, and give them a little hit that red subscribe button and the little bell button as well, to make sure that you receive all their updates whenever they post something. But yeah, it's a really nice little trailer where you can actually hear these calls to the heavens. Very cool, very, very nice. Okay, moving on to news from Femme Occulte. The new edition is out now, issue 2 of this year, of 2022. So the summer issue is out, and you can buy it either in the Czech language or in the English language. I thought I'd share this with you because it turns out that there are, in fact, a few editions left of the issue 1 of the first ever issue, from what I understand, of spring 2021. I think there are like 5 or 6 copies left of that first ever edition in English. The Czech edition is completely sold out, but the English edition is still, if I click on it there, it's not really the one I wanted to click on because I wanted to show you the new one. But from what I can see, choose variant. Yeah, there we go. So Czech sold out. English still has 8 pieces in stock. So yeah, go and check that out. Of course, you can buy these as compilations, compendiums. If you go up here and click on Liber Magicae, you can see that you can. So I beg your pardon. There were some 2020 editions. You can buy the complete collection from 2020, the complete collection from 2021, and that's got basically. From what I understand, it's got all 4 magazines combined, collated. But yeah, they're very beautiful. And you can click over here. You'll see that there is the introduction. If you click on the wrong picture, you'll get the Czech version, by the way. Yeah, go and have a look at the English version. Have a look at some of the contents there. It looks quite interesting. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, and you might want to have a look around at the rest of their website while you're there. By the way, they've got some nice packages, some nice rituals, some tools and oracles, and so on. So yeah, some cool stuff. Right, moving on to news from Anathema Publishing, who have they've been doing this on and off now. They've been collaborating with McCall Company, who you probably know by now make some of the most beautiful book bindings in the world, and they have produced for Anathema Publishing a set of these lovely bookmarks featuring the artwork from the cover of The Devil's Supper by Shani Oates, which I reviewed a little while ago. And aren't they lovely? Aren't they absolutely beautiful? You can buy them directly through Anathema Publishing, the North American store. And you can have a quick look at their just some close-ups, and they're very, very beautiful. Of course, collector's items. Very nice. And what next? We've got news from BJ Swayne. Oh my goodness, BJ Swayne kind of rocked the internet when he published this contents page. You may know BJ Swayne from his interviews on the Glitch Bottle podcast, a stickler for historic accuracy and certainly a personality that many current practitioners look up to, myself included. And yeah, he's published this it's a work in progress, he says, but it's may not be the exact table of contents, but it is a draft table of contents for the Witchcraft book. Now, to have a couple of friends make sure it's not just me ranting about something I'm passionate about. That looks like a very interesting contents page. I hope we see the spaces between the titles get filled in as soon as possible. That's very, very exciting news. Good. And then, news from Luca Volpe, who has just shared this with me, a page that he's set up with a friend, from what I understand. VIRYA seems to be the name of the company. He's been making a number of... how to say talismans? Yeah, I suppose you could say that they are talismans. They are little pewter containers, although that's not all that this company does. They're pewter containers with certain selected crystals with inside for good luck and for many other things that you can read about over here. I rather liked the creation process. I also like the fact that it's not all he has or all that VIRYA have on this website. You can once again have a look around, and there are crystal rituals and luxury edition crystal sets and oracle cards and various other things that you can check out and enjoy for yourselves. And then we're going to close up today. It's quite a short video this week with this. It's not quite a game, although you could say that it probably is. It's being touted as a solo role-playing game about civilization, divinity, and legends. Tales from the Gods, in which apparently you set yourself up with a character sheet, and this character is in fact a god. So you set yourself up with various symbols and various attributes and so on and so forth, and you work through this. I'm assuming it's something like a choose your own adventure book, but I like the idea because my assumption is that the person going through this process is going to learn something about divinity and about mythology, and I think that could have some use one way or another. If you're interested in what I've just shown you here, the very little that I have shown you here, go and check out the Kickstarter for yourselves by clicking on the link down in the description. All right, that's it from me for this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really, really helps the channel, and to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.